Welcome back, one and all, for Dreamworks Dungeons & Dragons. I'm your Dungeon Master, August Schmid, and with me are the wonderful members of the Union. We have in no particular order, Shane playing Megamind. We have Elle playing as Puss in Boots. We have Jim as, Alicia as Jim Lake Jr. There's the other way. Jim Lake Jr. as Alicia. And we have, of course, Braxton playing RJ the Raccoon. Thank you for that. Last we saw you guys in Metro City having quite the experience where you were able to successfully depower Titan, but Jim, given a tough call with your patron to give this power away, you all as the Union discuss this, learning more about Jim's kind of like packs and deals, and about how one of the smarter things right now would be to start heading west to Arcadia, because it sounds like Morgana Le Fay is beginning some dark, ambitious stuff right now, and it would be very wise to take care of it. You all did have some other slight encounters, I should also point out. Jim having some of that, like, excuse me, I lost my train of thought here. Jim Lake Jr., you had a call-in with Merlin, who definitely would love if you guys could swing up, so to speak, to grab the trowel as a wish spell to bring the demi-reality he's in back to your reality. Would really help him out. He'd be willing to give that tit for tat, so to speak.
Tit for tit.
Tit for tit. But also Puss in Boots meeting up with death, having a bit of a unfortunate time having to ferry certain souls of the dead. Rip Santa Claus. As RJ, Jim Lake Jr., and Puss in Boots, you guys still used some very careful divine intervention, primeval awareness, and the like to realize that you are not alone, though, here in this portion of the warehouse in Megamind's lair, that there are creatures nearby that, when speaking to them, calling them out, these angelic beings stepped forward. And they don't... And RJ immediately insulting them. RJ trying that deception.
I was trying to cover for an archangel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I will say you guys were in a pretty unfortunate position, as these angels are not friendly right now at the slightest. I don't have one. With that, we will then begin our session by rolling initiative.
Oh, what could go wrong?
Oh, what could go wrong?
No!
That's everything.
I'm like, I have a +5. I'm so ready. 11.
Puss in Boots with an 11.
16.
Not one.
16. Nat 1, RJ. Yike! And Jim.
11.
11. Ooh, 2 11s. But Puss in Boots, I think, has slightly better decks. So.
I do have a
that one up.
But at any time, if you guys want to monkey around with your initiative, if it's at like, ooh, Jim goes before me or Jim goes before Puss.
I thought we had chickens, not monkeys.
Listen here, punk.
Okay, so we each have our 20 chickens attacked.
That's right.
Yes, as the initiative
so,
just
we're going to need you to keep initiative for each single chicken.
Oh, every single one.
Yeah, we're just going to sit here for another 20 minutes while I just roll 80 initiative. Here's what I'm going to say. Your chickens have a chance to help, but I would highly suggest against these angels, don't. I will give you all passive insight. These angelic weapons, like the swords they're holding and the power they have, they're gonna be...
Swords can flame +5.
Like, these swords are gonna suck if they start hitting you guys. I will be auto-killing your chickens if they touch. I did the math that even some of the barbarian chickens are in a bad spot, just because of these angels. So the chickens can still be doing stuff. Like you guys on your turn will be able to like say, "Can I command my group of chickens to do X, Y, Z?" That's all totally fine. Just be aware, I'm not putting the chickens in melee range on the map that we're about to show because it would, like Otto, these poor flightless birds. We will then reveal. Let's disable the fog and show you guys the map we're looking at. Our secondary display. We can go live here. This is the map we are dealing with today. As here in the warehouse of the lair of Megamind, these angelic beings have emerged. Now, kind of zoom out just enough, probably right there. This isn't the full lair, I will point out. Megamind, to give an example, up here to the north is the door back to like what we would know as like the computer room, the big like the planning area. The door over on the right side of the map leads into more of like storehouse for like the big inventions when Minion found the Deathbot and kind of deconstructed, used it for parts. There is a small little office in here that you guys can like have utilized for like game nights and stuff, Megamind and Minion. But for the most part, this was like a really good staging area where like all the chickens could sleep here, all you guys could plan, just because none of the other rooms were that big. As we begin initiative, the angelic beings have... Oh, that's why I'm like, hold on, did they get that low of a roll? They did roll low, but with their stats, they are going just before RJ in the initiative.
So, second to last.
Second to last, yeah, which is pretty helpful. Megamind, you will then begin our initiative with these beings standing here. What would you like to do?
Cool. I'm going to first... where's Minion?
Minion was in the computer room. He was finishing some of the scrubbing files with the protocol you guys had started setting up of like, let's make sure there's only like one record like that you can keep on you. Yeah. So he's in the other room so he can appear if you call out to him. Or like, he'll start heading this way.
I will do a thing. I'm just gonna cast Shatter on the wait. Yeah. Just a second level shatter on the guy behind me.
Excellent stuff. Second level shatter going off. What's the radius on that? Because we can monkey around, see if there's any way you can like hit more than just him.
It is 60 feet, 10 feet, /10 feet. So I think that's
10.
I think a 10-foot radius, 60 feet away.
60 feet away? Yes, up to 60 feet away, a 10-foot radius. So we're dealing with, so that guy could hit there. A 10-foot radius could hit both of those. Yeah, because unfortunately your guy's a little too far over.
I'll hit them then.
Hit the other two opposite you? Yeah. Going for those guys, they will make their dexterity saving throw. What's their save DC?
Con save.
Oh, it's a constitution save.
Which they might have a better one, but it's 15.
That was a natural one. Because they technically are soldiers. I really roll once for them all, because they have the exact same stats. There's really no deviation amongst these angels. That's a nat one. Go ahead and roll full damage. This is force damage and a magical attack. That's disgusting, but you'll love to see it.
Turn them into boneless wings.
For a second, I was scared because I rolled 2 6s in a row, and then I was like, I better not get another one. It was a 6, 6, and a 7.
Oh.
So 12,
Universe really said you
19.
19. 19, they immediately look hurt as Shatter goes off. A lot of that, like, spare wood and metal kind of splatter around. No big shrapnel, unfortunately, but those guys definitely look messed up thanks to you, Megamind. Some pretty good damage on them. With that being said, any other bonus action or movement?
Bonus action. I'm going to Bardic the cat.
Awesome. So Puss in Boots will have a Bardic D8 right now. Excellent stuff. Yeah, hold on to that. In which case, excellent turn, Megamind. Fun stuff. You'll love to see it. 1 second. I have to, like, write down their...
He's like, help!
Well, my computer every so often will be like, ooh, this is an action you could take right now. I'm like, I know, but let me do it.
I was already doing the thing.
It's like, but you could do the thing.
So, Hasdiel and UCL, the ones behind RJ and Jim Lake Jr., both took, how much damage again? I'm so sorry, 19. 19 points of damage into them and start to look hurt. That will bring us to a Puss in Boots turn next in the initiative order.
Excellent, so we are slapping them?
Yes.
It sounds like, yeah, it's time to hurt them.
And there's none behind me, right?
No. You
No one's
are
behind
that little free guy.
Free bird.
Here, yeah. Now that I've shown you, and I will
Little-
zoom in
little-
so you
yeah,
guys can,
it's,
like,
hard
better
to
see.
with the lines and
Yeah,
the
because
action.
Shatter went off.
Excellent.
You are the bottom left.
Okay,
Puss in Boots.
because you bardicked me, I'm gonna help out with your angel first. Not that I have favoritism, but just like, oh hey, you're the last person on my mind. Quick.
No, like, it's that, like, damage of, like, since Megamind hit 2 of them, let me go for Megamind, so they're all taking some
Yeah,
damage.
because you were going to ones that weren't yours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I could hit both of them at once.
All right, and then I'm going to smite. This guy.
Smite.
You know that there's like that joint on a bird's wing that's like right at the elbow. That's like the perfect place to like it off. That's where he's gonna stab.
Gotcha.
Do you have a darkness smite?
Darkness
no.
might. Well, it's death. It's not heaven or hell. It's death.
Yeah, but do you?
Therefore,
The damage is still radiant.
If
I
it's-
love your line of
Come
thinking,
on.
but just like Mike Trapp and actually, there's no points for being that pedantic. I see where you're coming from of like, well, technically death isn't good or evil. The actual mechanics say that your smite deals radiant damage, so you will be attacking with radiant if you so choose.
That's the only way for me to do actually more damage.
That's
But-
fair.
If I did
Let me
no
look at
radiant, it would barely do anything to this dude.
But
I'd
it
be
also might
useless.
heal him.
But I'd also be doing.
Shadow's gonna heal him, but it might not do much. They might just be immune to radiant damage.
That's true.
I could pull the DM like this is all a metagaming conversation and just do it like no, but I would. It's like these are all fair comments of like is it gonna heal him? Is it gonna like not his damage?
There's only one way we're gonna know.
Make the attack.
Make the attack boost.
I don't know.
23
How
on
is
the
it gonna
digital
know?
dice.
A 23 will hit the Angel's armor class.
Oh, stamina point. Oh no, but I did it before I hit.
Yeah.
No. Please.
It's a called thing. I'm so
Please.
sorry. You won't be able to stamina point it yet. So go ahead and roll though your weapon. And was this a first level smite?
What's 1 plus 8?
So 9. 9 magical slashing.
1.
The 9 magical slashing does damage all 9 points in. How much of your smite?
That oh, I haven't done the smite yet. That was my stabby stab.
Yeah, that was just your normal attack, which all that works is magical, goes off.
It's actually psychic damage because it's a wrathful smite.
Oh, it's wrath. Yes, I see.
Thank
You're
you.
using
I
wrathful.
rolled a 1 on that one as well. So 1.
1 point of psychic damage goes off. He will take
Yeah.
1 point of psychic damage.
Well, my first thought when hearing smite.
Hey,
is
I'm having like a slight
radiant
headache,
damage.
guys. Can you take care of these idiots?
Yeah,
while I
this
go
angel,
like
like, you know when you, like, eat ice cream
so
too
it's
fast and
piercing
it's not a
words.
true
Okay.
brain freeze, but it's that, like,
It's like you can feel it coming and
Eh.
just like.
ugh.
It's like when you miss a sneeze.
Yeah, oh yeah,
I
that's
feel like
the perfect.
that's better for like one.
Or just like an uncomfortable memory. Just.
An uncomfiness.
Remember when you were in the
erupts.
second grade and you accidentally went to some random lady's car because it looked like your neighbor's car?
Yeah. Puss in Boots, so, good movement action, bonus action. Slashing against it, starting to do some damage as well.
And I'm gonna actually use my movement to try and flank it so I can give it, because I think I have
Yeah.
Sentinel, correct?
You do have Sentinel. So smart of like, so if Puss in Boots heads over here, while unfortunately you not being a medium-sized creature, you'll never get the advantage. But now like Megamind or Jim or other people can
But if
start
it moves
benefiting.
out of my attack range,
You can still Sentinel it and start doing that like
keep it there.
keep them there. You love to see it. Puss in Boots, fun turn. That will bring us to Jim Lake Jr. Jim, what would you like to do?
I want to cast as my bonus action Searing Smite.
Ooh, Searing Smite.
Now we'll know. Jim.
And then follow that up with summoning the Sword of Daylight through the girl behind me.
Excellent. So, Daylight comes out, Searing Smite. Yeah, roll the hit on that Searing Smite. That's a grody version of Smite, but I love it. That's fire.
I'm testing. Okay, does a 14 hit?
Oh, on 14 doesn't
You
hit.
have a point of inspiration if you're willing to use it.
I
You
don't
do
wanna
have
use
point of
it on
inspiration. Jim, you slash through. These angels are in what looks to be a pretty hefty form of plate armor. Like, they are soldiers in that sense. And so,
I want that
14,
plate armor.
you kind of hit the side armor, realize, okay, they're not like normal enemies. I believe Searing Smite, you don't lose it because you didn't hit. So, yeah, so you don't lose
Like, she
Searing
won't
Smite.
need to cast it unless she hit.
Yeah. So,
Or,
This lasts a minute, and the next
Okay.
time it lights the guy on fire.
right, yeah, it's a concentration, so the next time. Thank you so much. So you'll concentrate on that, though. Jim, as you slash in, start to get off the smite on the angel, you will watch the angels will take their turn.
Sorry, I am playing too many characters right now. Do I have a second attack?
At level 5, you do.
Alex,
And Puss in Boots, I will retroactive and let you take a second attack as well.
I forgore.
Okay,
Yes.
she can do that first.
Yes, so it's very much, and it makes sense, you guys are same initiative turn. Puss, you can take your second attack now, and then we'll cut back for Jim Lake Jr.'s second attack. Smart to remember this before we leave your initiative.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
It's a good plan, Stan.
Alright, Stan. Let's do this. Okay. Hiya! Oh no.
Oh no.
That's not good.
What'd you get?
It's a +9 weapon, so does 13 hit?
A 13 does not hit, Puss.
No!
As-
Oh,
Bardic Inspiration! Yeah,
Bardic!
D8.
Nice.
Not a D8, not a D6,
It was a
but
D-
a D8.
yeah. D8.
Hiya! +6, that's 19.
19 will hit the armor class on a 19.
Slap a kappa again.
Slap him again. So another
Slap.
Wrathful Smite.
That's gonna be 15 points piercing damage.
15 piercing. Wow, that's
And
much better.
Wrath! 6 points of psychic damage.
As 6 points. Caspiel, the angel behind Megamind, as you slash, stabbing just underneath the armor plate in the side. Puss in Boots, Caspiel is looking very hurt now. Good chunk of hit points in that like higher percentage range of health but still now has definitely taken damage. Jim Lake Jr., if you want to take your second attack, please feel free to do
Thanks
so.
for remembering your
Yeah.
second attack, Alicia.
I was hoping, because I keep trying to like think if I have a second attack in the other campaign we're playing, and I keep not having it, and so I thought it must be Jim.
It's like,
Wait, what character?
Yeah, it's kind of sad. Elena would kick trash with her attacks. Okay, I'm gonna attack with the Sword of Daylight again. Try
Excellent.
that one more time. That's a 24!
Just barely missed it.
hey, a 24 will hit.
Sweet! So I'll roll damage for the sword first.
Yes.
That is 15.
15 points of damage with a magic sword. All of that will hit.
You also might.
Yes. Plus Searing Smite. Yeah, 1d6, and he lights in flame.
Ooh, 5 extra points.
5.
This April's on fire!
As
And then at the start of each of its turns until the spell ends, he has to make a con save.
He's burning
15.
on fire!
On a successful save, the spell ends and he's not on fire anymore. On a failed save, he takes another 1d6 fire damage.
grody as hell. As taking Jim turning around, slashing against the angel behind you, now looking the most hurt out of the bunch. UCL now is bleeding. You realize as you cut, it is not like ichor, that like goldeny blood, but it does seem to like glow with that like white light. As you slash down, UCL is now looking really hurt. Same with Caspiel. Haziel is still looking okay hurt from the shatter. As excellent turn, Jim, and that concentration on Wrathful Smite is so nice. Or Searing Smite. My gosh.
You guys looked so more intimidating before we actually hit you.
Yeah, it's like once you start hitting things, like, hey, I can hit this.
They're all
Good.
flash, no substance.
I can hit well. That will bring us to the Angels' turn. As the Angels begin their turn, they're going to start with...
One of them has to make a con save
he's going to make a con save.
before he does anything else.
I did realize why I was so surprised on the Nat 1 for Megamind. They do have magical resistance, but that's on me. I forgot it, so that full thing went through. They would have failed anyway. I just rolled it quick. So, Jim, con save on the Angel. My gosh, that's a natural 3 and a natural 12 for only a 16.
Does that beat your
Oh, it
AC?
does. Just barely did to beat a 15.
60. Okay. So he does succeed barely. That is wild, though.
Darn it. Oh well. He's not on fire anymore. Sorry, guys.
Not on fire. The fire kind of like sweeps into his sword and extinguishes as each angel, they all raise their swords, and you will watch as UCL, the one that you hurt, Jim, looks at all of you. Surrender to our questioning or face judgment.
Doesn't it say in the Bible that only God can judge? And then I flip
Oh!
A bit
Last
anachronistic,
time I-
as there's actually technically no Bible in Dreamworks. There's just Old Testament for some reason.
Well, maybe it says it in there somewhere.
Maybe in some futuristic book, perhaps. As seeing
Surrendering
as,
is against my religion.
Oh my gosh.
seeing as you guys aren't going to back down, each of them are going to take attacks against you guys. So we're going to start with...
raccoon!
one of them's going to attack Jim. So here we go. Attacks. Does a 16 hit Jim?
Shouldn't.
Oh, nice. But does a 24 hit?
Yes, unfortunately.
Just barely.
That is
Actually,
going to be... that is going to be... Jim, Yikes. Rolled pretty well. You will start by taking 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, crusty.
As they, you watch, they turn their swords pommel up. They're not going to slash at you. You get the definite feeling this is non-lethal damage. But it's still 10 points of bludgeoning. And an additional 15 points of radiant damage. As Holy Light kind of stabs into your eyes just a little bit, Jim. For a total of 25 damage. Jim, you look really hurt on just that attack, as this was, I did say I rolled really high, but these guys do not mess around.
That was nasty.
Yeah, very nasty. RJ, your angel is going to attack you.
Why? That's really rude of him. I do my best Puss in Boots impression and look right up at him with the big eyes.
RJ, on your best Puss in Boots impression, the first attack was a nat 1 for a total of 9.
Whoa, this actually worked.
This actually went. Hi, wait a second. And for his second attack,
Angel must be busy adjacent.
does a
Is he
15
adjacent?
hit.
No, it doesn't.
Hey! Both attacks
Or
with
the
as
coons.
the full-on hilt slams into the ground twice. RJ ducking, weaving in and out, cute little paws and eyes. As it actually did help you out there, apparently. The last angel is going to make a choice. It's going to start by attacking Megamind. So first attack, Megamind, does a 24 hit. That was a high roll for that one. His second attack is going to go for...
Oh, sorry. Is he being attacked?
But he's not leaving yet. That's why it's like he had that choice of
But I
movement,
think
so he's like...
I think the wording is
Oh, yes,
an
no.
ally is attacked.
Yeah.
Creature... When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature. Get stabbed.
You did just say out loud, within 5 feet of you.
Oh, is a different angel
I
attacking?
have to check. No, it's the same one. I don't think you're 5 feet away. So Puss in Boots from
Oh,
his
but I am.
corner.
No, when a
Oh,
5
no,
feet
no.
away
But
from
an
me
enemy
is
that is
attacking.
5
The
feet away.
enemy that is
So
5
the
feet away
enemy
from you.
has-
Ah,
5 feet
okay. Excellent. I didn't understand the inflection. there.
stabbed.
So you can stab him. Roll your opportunity attack.
Did you miss?
No. 24.
24 will
24 for
hit.
24.
Stab. Smiting.
Smiting. It's a bonus action. You can't bonus action on opportunity attack.
Then just 16 points of piercing damage.
Another.
No, regular smite is a plus.
Oh yeah, no,
Really?
you can regular smite if you so choose. Thank you. Yeah,
Sure.
to point that
Yeah,
out.
regular
Are
smite is
any
any
of them
time
a
you hit.
reaction though?
On a reaction, yes. It's
On reaction, it's I can say
so
it's
it'll
half.
be radiant, but you can do that anytime. It's it just uses a spell slot.
What spell slot?
First level. If you upcast it, you add in an additional D8.
But the thing is like, so I could do my Wrathful Smite?
You can't do your Wrathful
Oh,
Smite.
Because
I
Any
don't have any
special
other-
smite is a bonus action
special
to
smite
cast.
is a bonus.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
automatically get the normal smite.
Yeah. You
just
can
for
choose
being
to
a
I
use
don't
a
know
spell
where to find
slot.
that on D&D Beyond.
It's not on D&D Beyond for some reason. So it's just 2d8 to
Okay.
smite.
So,
4 d8.
bonk bonk. Bonk.
It might be under your abilities.
Get bonked. That's 10 more points of damage.
10 more points of
26.
damage
Right.
will have to 5 for radiant. Now you now know they do
Get
have
bonked.
radiant.
So they
Hey, choo!
damage.
Get
So.
bonked.
Hey, choo! The angel speed is 0, so he indeed will not leave. And turn and smack you, Puss in Boots.
Hey.
Does a 15 hit Puss in Boots.
Oh, yeah, makes it.
Meets it, beats it.
I still need my damage.
Yes, I'm rolling now for both of you. Again, soldier stats, it kind of just like, I can just do it all at once. My gosh, that was another, both of you will take 10 points bludgeoning to begin.
No.
From
I'd rather not.
the base of the hilt, and 25 radiant more on top of that.
Yeah.
As
Gag me with
this
your
angel
spoon.
whips around, turns, grabs, boom, slams again. Megamind, Puss in Boots, you are both looking bloody. 25
Ooh.
additional.
I'm at 9 hit.
So,
So,
keep the raccoon alive because the raccoon can bring one of you back.
That's true, yeah, at level 5. Or kill the raccoon.
Won't
That
be
is
able
an
to-
option.
we can also kill the raccoon because he's threatening to plant a coup. Who knows?
We could kill the
I'm
raccoon.
just messing.
How did you know I was planning on taking over the party?
Oh, sorry,
Wait a
that's
second.
metagaming. Everything's fine.
You can't metagame. I'm kidding. The angels will take their turns then. As that was their actually bonus action. They're not moving. That will be RJ's turn. RJ.
Okay, I'm gonna run away. I know it's gonna expose me to an attack of opportunity, but I'm just gonna try to yeet myself off into the bottom left corner as much as I can go.
Yes. So going yip. As your movement gets you there, let me make his attack of opportunity. Ooh, that is a plus 23 to hit.
Just barely hits.
Just barely. He will deal. I keep
Wait, I thought he was a
rolling
raccoon, not a bear.
so high for these damages for some reason. That is 10 points of bludgeoning for you, RJ, but only 13 points of radiant damage.
Cool.
As RJ, you go just about hurt, that half health. Just boom, he slams into you. You rush off, and are.
Okay. I now stand up and I put my paws into the air and I cackle with power as I cast Call Lightning.
Hey,
And
smart
I
as
am
hell.
going to try to. Do any of these angels look particularly hurt?
The one that Jim Lake Jr. is fighting definitely looks hurt, as well as the one behind Megamind now looks severely injured.
Oh no. Boo-hoo.
Okay. So I get to hit one of them.
Yep.
Let's see. A bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw. So, if I put it on the point, the square to the top right of the one Puss of Boots is fighting.
Up here.
Yeah, he'll be the only creature within 5 feet.
Yes.
And so I will cackle and I'll say your prayers, and then.
Dang it. All right. Angel's gonna make a dex save. Whew, that was magic resistance. Okay. That was a synthetic 18.
Okay, it saves, but he's gonna take half damage.
Yeah, still half of Call Lightning. That's a lot. The fun 3rd level spell though.
Cure wounds, wrong thing.
As you cure him, what?
What?
No, that would be wild.
Okay, 20 points of damage total.
My
So
God.
half.
Half to 10. But Caspiel, the angel behind Megamind, is now looking so close to bloody. Like, really, really bad.
Bloodied?
So close to
That's
half
tough.
health. So close.
Sorry. Wait, what?
So close to half health. That bloodied.
Oh.
The bloodied condition where below 50%. As he's
So,
taking.
I thought like
Right.
bloody
I thought like
was.
the last 20%.
Oh wait, death's door
There.
is.
Death's door.
Death's Door,
is-
I usually say Death's Door is when, like, one attack could down him. The idea of, like, ooh, so if I go for this one and not this one.
I always thought bloodied was like 25%.
Save.
Bloodied is
No,
about,
half.
yeah, half. So, RJ, Call Lightning comes down. You are able to concentrate on that, too, which is what's really nice.
Yep. And then I'm gonna just duck behind any boxes if possible. Not hide, but get something in between me and them.
Try some half cover, like, let's not just get bonked immediately. That will bring us to Megamind's turn. Megamind, the lightning has started sparking across this angel who's now looking really bad. What would you like to do, Megamind?
I'm going to laugh and say, your mistake is deciding to be soft when you shouldn't. And I'm going to shatter again.
Another
those
shatter
two.
on those two.
But I'm going to upcast it.
Ooh, damn. Another con save coming off.
That. Oh yeah, they gotta make the con saves.
Gosh dang it. Okay. Con save with advantage. Come on. My gosh, I rolled a 2 and a 5. That's a for sure failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. They're both gonna take full. How much damage was that? 23?
Yeah.
The one that RJ just ran with from Hasdiel now looks horribly hurt as well. 23, my gosh. The one that Jim is fighting looks just as hurt now, almost bloodied, same as the one that's by you, Megamind. UCL and Caspiel, both at about that just around half, are so bad right now. Gosh. You love to see it, though.
That mercy be weakness.
Here we go. That'll bring us to Puss in Boots'
Puss.
turn.
Getting stabbed? No?
Getting stabbed, no. Getting stabbed, yes, is the
Yes,
hope,
in
actually.
fact.
You'll
Please
burn.
stab them.
Alright, getting stabbed. 3, 2, 1. Kapoosh!
You didn't do the stab?
What? I do the stab?
Yeah, it's your turn to do the stab.
Okay. The stabby.
A stab.
24.
24 will
Get
hit.
stabbed. 10 points of piercing damage. Get smited.
Get smoked.
I meant to do stamina, but you know what? It's fine.
Yeah, you gotta call him.
You got that
Raffle! Get cocked! Oh, that's not good.
one.
One. Get it! Oh no.
Oh! So that is
11.
11 points.
Caspiel is looking bloody. That was your first attack. Would you like-
Again.
Again!
But stamina point!
Stamina point
about
to
to
try to
say.
get some max damage up in here. 11 does not hit. Yikes.
That it. That's it.
Oh, that's all.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, no. Wait.
What? I can't. Oh,
Lay on hands.
that's an
me.
action.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I switch between playing a paladin and a fighter so much, I keep forgetting.
You're good.
I keep worrying.
That will be
Yeah, that's my turn.
still a pretty good turn.
Oopsie poopsie.
Oopsie poopsie. Puss in Boots, as you take that turn. Jim, that is your turn there, my friend.
Very cool.
The angels are about to go, so deal some damage. Hopefully
Yep.
kill one.
I'm gonna upcast Searing Smite bonus action.
Upcast it, for sure.
Yes. And then I'm gonna attack with Daylight
Yeah.
again.
19
What is that?
hits.
Get him.
Fantastic.
Get him.
And then you're
Is that a 8 plus 7 is 15?
15 points of damage.
And
UCL is looking bloodied. Excellent.
Searing Smite is an additional 5.
An additional 5. That fire around him is really starting to hurt as this angel is bleeding hard.
Fantastic. I'm gonna do it again.
Oh, do it again.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If it breathes, it can die.
If she breathes, she's
Oh,
a
Can't read it.
24 hits. Oh, you love to see it.
Fantastic.
Another giant.
That's another 15 of melee. And
Does it hit
Does it
twice?
hit again?
I
I
don't
don't-
think it does.
I don't know.
The next
The
thing.
next attack,
Yes
okay.
or no?
Yes.
Yeah,
So, but you
So-
can do a regular smite.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can do a regular smite. I will do that.
Excellent. 2d8.
2d8, and I'll mark off a spell slot.
No worries.
2d8.
To date.
Today?
There we go. That's good. Whoa. What the? Okay.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
14.
Plus your
Plus what?
Oh no, that's just
damage.
just
Yeah, I already did that.
yeah. We already calculated damage. 14
That's all
radiant. The radiant, of course, we'll still have, but that's still 7 extra points of radiant damage that will hit. As UCL is looking horrifyingly bloodied and injured now. My dude's not having a good time. As excellent.
One heck of a guardian angel.
One heck of an angel. As the angels will take their turn.
Maybe they don't. No? Okay.
As the
Shot.
one by RJ is going...
I'm gone.
Or, excuse me, sorry. I should say the one that was by RJ, meaning Hasdiel. Hasdiel is going to move over to not provoke opportunity attacks from Jim. And for his action is going to healing touch UCL.
Stop that!
That
Only
you
we can use
boulder.
healing spells.
Rude.
As
Enemies aren't allowed to heal. That's for party members.
Hey, wait a second. That's our bit. UCL no longer looks horribly injured, still bloodied. Not really a bigger heal, but something where excellent action though from him though, just to like heal him up. UCL's gonna try to bonk you now, Jim, with the pommel of his sword. That was a 24 for the first attack.
Dang it.
24 for the second. Both attacks are gonna hit.
Bad. I'm
Gonna
gonna roll.
hurt.
So that's plus.
Jim's about to go down.
Yeah, pretty much.
You will start by taking 14 points of bludgeoning damage. As the radiant damage is then 37. That was... I just rolled so many 7s and 8s. I am so sorry. You are not full dead, but... Yike. As Jim, the angel stands before you, submit. As just cracks down into the side of your shoulder.
No!
Jim, you are unconscious.
That's very bad.
Very bad
I
indeed.
can kill you.
The last angel, Caspiel, because Caspiel's also looking really bad. If he's got an option, he's gonna go for Megamind. Yeah, Megamind, you're just outputting way too much damage with those shatters.
Oh, hey. Question. Sorry, I just remembered that not UCL. Is that the one that I lit on fire?
He has to make a concentration check. Yes.
Just make a con save of 15.
Well, on his first roll, it was a nat 1. On his second roll, that was an 8. Meaning on a 12, he does not succeed. Will take full damage from that fire.
Can I take
That's
a
great.
speak action
A free speak action, yeah.
to just... I see that we are starting to lose, and I just yell for my chickens and for, Minion to escape. I basically just escape to New York City. And
Just like rush, yeah.
get out of here, fortify the city.
Yeah.
Minion, I'll leave things to you in that area.
Minion and the chickens, yeah. Start that like
Just
let's
y'all get out
book
of
it.
here.
Time for a surprise move now.
They book it as yes, Megamind, you say that as gonna try to attack you.
Oh, sorry, is he being attacked?
Yes.
Get cucked, mate.
That's not the proper word. You can
Get begocked, M8.
Get clucked.
get clucked, yeah.
Stamina point.
CLUCK, clucked.
Stamina point, there you go.
10!
Bummer.
A nat 1! I'm so sorry. Puss in Boots, Sentinel, you try to swipe as the angel. It's that very cat thing where the owner puts the foot on your face and just kind of pushes you back to like, don't interfere. As he's gonna try to attack Megamind. That's a 19 on the die for a total of 27. It's one of the best hits he's done. That's going to be.
Negative part, definitely one.
He's rolling this roll too, which doesn't help.
That is 6 points of bludgeoning. As the additional radiant is
Your
only
mistake
11,
is
so
leaving me alive.
doesn't give you any extra like death failures or anything because it just kind of all encompasses. But Megamind, you are down. So he will turn. He's gonna try to attack Puss in Boots now.
You eventually.
Try it.
That's a 13 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Damn it. Puss in Boots, excellent stuff.
Where was that for me?
I know, right? Because that would have helped. You could
That
have.
would have been better.
That was 5 on the die. He misses. As at the bottom of the turn, RJ, that is you. Megamind is down.
Okay.
Jim is down.
Wait, Megamind's down too?
Yes, Megamind just went down. The angel got a shot off on him.
Guys.
I'm
Puss in
trying.
Boots, you better help Megaman. Whatever. I never took the time to learn his name. Blue guy. Not the stony blue guy, but the big bald blue guy.
You help that blue guy, I'll help this blue guy.
I'm gonna cast a healing word at Jim as
Nice.
a bonus action.
Solid.
And then for my action, I'm gonna call down lightning on the 2 angels next to him.
Solid. Keeping that concentration. Solid
not.
use, yeah.
I was next though.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah, I
Do
was
the
going to say Megamind was
level.
next in the initiative though.
because you just need to get up. I rolled a 1, so you get 5 hit points.
Nice, thank you.
Heal
Jim,
yourself on your
you're
turn.
up at 5 now.
Just heal yourself by 5.
Ow.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
You're gone.
It's just his death saves.
If I just click success 3 times, is that fine?
No.
No, you can. You should be able to heal yourself by right-clicking.
Nope.
Oh,
There we go.
Yeah.
And then +5.
Call lightning down on the other 2. It sounds like RJ.
Yes.
Ah, right.
So they need to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. They've got advantage. Okay. Synthetic 22. Yeah, they rolled really well on that one. So they'll both take half damage though.
So they take a total of 7, half to like 4.
7 half to 4. Yike.
I rolled bad on that.
Okay. UCL is once again looking horribly bloodied and injured. Castiel, pretty bad. Hasdiel's about still hurt. As Megamind.
Me having to not metagame to you and say, you should heal me because I'm next.
Because then Megamind, and then I'll heal. But that's Megamind. If you can make me a death saving throw, text me the result.
It's nice knowing you, Megamind.
Oh no. Puss in Boots, that is your turn.
Great, I'm still up.
Still up.
Awesome. Without leaving the dude's area so we can't take an opportunity attack, I'm going to go to the left and down. And I'm going to kind of climb over some boxes, right, to get to Megamind.
Yep.
And I am going to use Lay on Hands,
Solid.
and I'm going to give him 20 points. I'm going to save 5 in case of emergency, but I'm going to get you up.
Yeah, like really heal up Megamind. That's clever.
Well, I guess I don't need to.
Yeah, you're good. As long as, I mean, if it was a nat 20, that was kind of the only thing of like, then you could have been up, but yeah.
5 points.
Okay.
Okay.
Puss in Boots, movement action, any...
So that was my action. I want to see if there's anything I could do with my bonus. Give me 1 second. If I cast as a bonus action Ensnaring Strike on the angel.
Still have to roll the hit, though.
Yeah.
It has to be with the action.
Poopy butt. With Misty Step, can I take someone with me?
Unfortunately,
Watch the
no.
language. No.
But
You can get.
She was saying poopy butt. Watch the language, please.
Watch the-
My gosh.
Hey, put your
poopy
foot
pants.
down.
The only other one that I could do The only thing I could do would be Misty Step. Do they have any ranged attacks?
You're not really sure. Most of this has been pretty melee, honestly.
If I dip, are you gonna be mad?
No.
I dip.
All right. 30 feet. Where do you want to go?
I'm gonna. Oh wait, no. But if I leave, this dude could take the. Oh, but I have the sentinel stuff up. Well, because I could keep attacking you if he attacks you again.
Anywhere within this radius.
You think he can handle this guy?
Jim is at 5.
Yeah, I was gonna go over to Jim and give my last 5.
But you are using
I
action.
no!
But you
Yeah,
Don't worry about.
But I
and
do have
it's better to
Sentinel.
save those
Well,
5 hits if anyone goes down instead of trying to
it's
heal
more
her up
of-
and she'll just get knocked out at the next hit anyways.
It's more the Puss in Boots is wondering who to go to because of the Sentinel
if
feature.
you pop down and hit that bottom dude,
Give him a little.
if you get a solid hit in when they attack Jim,
It's
then
yeah,
you can probably get a good.
trying
I
to.
can attack both if I go in that little space in between them and Jim. Yeah.
All right.
It's any creature I get an
But
attack
any creature.
against them.
That's ouchie zone.
You're
That's
a beacon for attacks at that
You
point.
would yeah, but if you want to try to proc Sentinel, that is how you could do it.
I'll do it.
All right.
'Cause technically, Jim is next in the initiative getting hit-wise, right?
Yes, Jim is next up to take turn.
Oh, okay.
So,
Could I
Puss in Boots.
shenanery DM make a dex check? This sounds bad, Jim. When attacks are coming, can I make a dex check to let them hit Jim, so then I can hit them back?
No.
What?
That's not how that works. There's no mechanic to help unless you want to give the help action, but you don't have an
But
action.
I don't have an action.
It's the idea of
To let them hit Jim.
I want them to hit Jim so I can get a free attack. Yeah, that's not how that works.
Okay, sorry, Alicia.
Low battery.
Low battery.
But I'll
As-
still do that.
That will make Jim Lake Jr.'s turn though next in the initiative. Jim, what would you like to do?
Oh, that's a really good question. I think what I'm gonna do is probably just try and take out this guy UCL.
Yeah,
I don't know how much he healed, but
Kill your guardian angel.
I hope it wasn't too much.
go for it, Jim. Roll to hit.
Heck, am I gonna? Well, hang on.
Just full on.
Part of me. Oh, look, I do have some healing spells. I forgot. I'm thinking I might just do Searing Smite again.
Yeah.
Because why not?
All right. I like it. That's solid. Just get the output damage. Go for the max. You could, if you want to stamina point this, Jim, if you want to make this called stamina point shot to max your dice damage, you just have to still hit on your attack.
Okay, I'm sorry. I couldn't understand the first part of what you said.
Stamina point. Max damage.
If you want to use a stamina point, martial classes like you and Puss in Boots get, it's for Dreamworks, we're calling them stamina points. It's an opportunity to say, like, it's high risk, high reward of, it's a stamina point, so you're not going to roll your damage dice, it's if you hit, you max damage. And with your stamina point, you could say, I want to try to chop off the hand, I want to chop an eye, I want to, like, very, like, called stuff. So it's high risk, high reward of, like, you have to roll the hit, because if you miss, it's like, well, that's it, you wasted a stamina point. But on a hit, you don't roll your damage dice, you just do auto max damage.
Okay. That's really cool. I think I want to try that.
Alright. Go for it, because it will help apply in with Searing Smite as well. So go ahead, roll to hit.
Okay.
Where's Puss? Is Puss giving advantage because of flanking?
Actually, Puss, if you want to
I
go...
would like to be on the other
Yes,
side.
I will allow... Puss in Boots would have used a bit of flank on that Misty Step. So, Jim Lee Jr.
Jim could even move.
Oh, yeah. If
Around
Puss
and
stays there,
steady.
then Jim can go there. Yeah. So you got advantage, Jim, to hit, and if you hit, you can max damage on this attack.
Cool. Where do I keep track of stamina points?
Stamina points, it's equal to your levels. It's just something that, like, I'm working out how to include it in D&D Beyond because I'm also trying to figure out how I can give them to spellcasters. It's a work in progress of like it's a fun way to like do more called shot like big hero stuff without it like totally breaking the game. So you've got like 6 of them. Jim.
I like it.
Yeah.
Nice. So do I roll my regular like add my bonuses to hit with my sword?
Yeah. So yes, still an advantage attack to hit. But then you just don't have to roll the damage dice. It's just max.
Okay. Well, good thing I have advantage. Oh, gosh.
Oh.
That is so sad.
You have a point of inspiration if you want to use it.
I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, I would highly suggest.
Oh, yes!
29 will hit, Jim. Excellent stuff. So, daylight max damage, so that is 19 automatic slashing and a d6 of searing for 6. So that's 25 automatic points. Jim, on
Could
this,
you add regular smite on top of that?
do you want to add regular smite, just another like max 2d8?
So she did second level, it would be 3d8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, why not? I'm probably gonna die next turn anyway.
3d8 for an extra 24 damage, half to 12.
It's still 24. Half
Still
to 12.
24.
That's still 12.
Jim, UCL is on death's door
We do see it.
after
Right.
one
I
attack.
am here. Do you CL?
Stop it. Jim, excellent stuff. That was your first attack. You have a second attack with advantage if you
Kill it!
Kill it.
Cut off the wings.
Oh my gosh.
We shall have poultry tonight.
Leave him in half.
24.
24 hits. Roll damage, but you're probably gonna get it.
Get him.
That's a 12.
Get him.
12.
Get him.
How do you want to do this, Jim, against UCL?
Yes.
In half.
I mean, at this point, he's like half dead anyway, so I'm not sure he can say anything. He just wants this thing gone.
Just like stab inward, Jim. Daylight glows that brilliant arcane blue as searing, erupting fire occurs all across this angel's body. Boom! And explodes into nothingness. UCL is dead.
Well, fetch, I just killed an angel. That's
You
probably not
have
gonna look really good on a resume.
Killed an angel. On your resume, like, alright, I see here you took a gap year and you also killed an angel.
That's how you win a fight.
That's how you fight.
That's how you do it.
Excellent stuff, though, Jim. Excellent turn. As, yes, let me take UCL off the map.
That's how you're supposed to do it, you stupid angels.
We've got one down, guys. We can do this.
I will say,
They
Jim,
can be beaten. They can be beaten.
this will prompt, go ahead and make me an insight check on the remaining angels, Jim, as you have slain UCL.
Yeah, collect.
Ooh, that was an 18.
18. Jim, the angels immediately look very worried. You get the distinct impression that UCL wasn't supposed to burst into fire and flame, and that it's that like, oh yeah, you could stab him, maybe kill him. They weren't expecting him to be destroyed. That's not normal. These angels are very worried, Jim, as you have taken out UCL. The angels will take their
We
turns.
gonna kill you now.
The one against Megamind disengages and flies 90 feet out of the building.
Oh, come on.
Howard.
Yeet.
This bitch can't
Use
fly
your
away
sentinel
from
on
me.
him. Use your sentinel on him. We need to kill this other
As
one.
the
No.
other
I will hunt down all
angel
of you.
is about to try to disengage, flee as well, but
Let's
Sentinel's
capture an
You know when a
angel, guys.
cat is like in the middle of the night, right? And
Yeah.
there's like some reflection in their
It's
eyes, just
like-
full green, just like
uh,
as he cannot move. Side note.
Well, you have to hit.
I have to hit in order for him to.
Because his you get that still opportunity attack, even with Sentinel to like, I'm still trying to hit. You have.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. I'm doing another.
Do it.
Point.
Stamina point. Try to hit.
23.
Oh, you love to see it. 23 will hit.
I'm also smiting.
As Hasdiel will take, this is going to be full damage, and is staying here. Puss in Boots,
As I slash him.
it's going to be...
Un momento.
Un momento?
Un momento, por favor.
So that's 16 magical slashing.
I kind of claws in, like, bring his collar close to me and go,
Smite.
coming
only.
from someone who has wasted multiple opportunities for lives, it looks like you only have one left. Use it wisely. I'm gonna try and do an intimidation check, please.
Give me an intimidation check.
A 21.
21. You see, Hasdiel does look intimidated. But not in the way you would hope. Something in his eyes... Hasdiel has gone from a soldier following orders to, I'm about to act how I see fit. Puss in Boots, as he cannot flee now, he will instead
Should we let him go?
attack you, Puss in Boots.
At this
I mean, we
point.
could let him go.
Well, he has no movement until the start of his next turn. That's
Yeah.
what's really cool about Sentinel. Oh, no, that's not a bonus action, because he already action disengaged. That's his turn. RJ, that's your turn.
Okay.
Flavoring my friends, I want to.
Do we want to capture this guy?
Yeah, that's my thinking too. I feel like Puss is gonna put a paw up to RJ, like, "Hey, don't kill him." Be like, "Anybody got some rope?"
If we capture, or like non-lethal
question.
damage to like just hit him really hard and then try to like bind him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna non-lethally strike him with lightning.
Ooh, excellent. You know, the classic, let me only put a little 1.6 trillion joules of lightning into
Just
your
let
body.
me tase you,
Just
man.
a little bit. He's gonna make a dex.
Actually- Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Negative Bardic.
Negative Bardic. Go ahead, roll that D8 of negative Bardic. Because what's your save DC, RJ?
1 second. 15.
15. You could do it.
7.
Damn it. Giving him, instead of a synthetic 20, a 13, full 10 points of lightning damage, as Hasdiel is looking horribly bloodied now.
Oh, I know how I was gonna phrase it earlier. As coming from someone who squandered the gift of reincarnation himself, act wisely.
Oh, I would have given everyone inspiration for that kind of... I'm kidding.
Yeah, you worded it wrong.
RJ, excellent stuff though, RJ. Really starting to slam some of that damage into Hasdiel, who is stuck here. Any other stuff you want to do on your turn, RJ, before we are back to Megamind?
So is he slamming at big style?
Yeah, big stuff.
Big stuff. There you
I
go.
need some water.
Some
Am I able to get
guava.
water without
Yeah, never mind. That's all good.
I'm just gonna face
Yeah,
this
you're good.
way.
Because I have my initiative board up. All right, RJ. Still excellent turn though, because keeping that concentration up. That will bring us to Megamind's turn. Megamind, what were you thinking for your turn?
Since the plan changed to capture,
Plan change to capture.
I had not thought of it yet.
Haven't thought of it. There's only one left.
Let's do psychic damage.
Ooh, psychic damage. All right.
Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh, you love to see it. He's gonna make a wisdom save. Okay.
Or wait, that makes him have to run away.
Right, yeah, because if he has his reaction, he'll then
But he
have...
has no movement.
Oh, yeah, he has no movement. So even if it succeeds... so here we go. He'll make his wisdom saving throw with advantage from the magic... I have to stop rolling that once. There we go.
Negative verdict.
I don't... I'll let you save it because he did roll an 18. Wisdom is one of his big ones. He has a +9, so that is a 27 for his save. Yeah, don't use it because wouldn't help now. You'll still do half damage, so 3d6 halved. Dang.
I just remembered. I have that, the fancy gun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Got the gun.
We could literally steal his powers.
Not that gun.
Not that gun.
Oh, not that
Because
gun?
that one is for Megamind G.
dehydration gun.
The dehydration gun.
Oh, different gun.
Try to force a
Different
save
gun.
or become a cube.
Angel in a
Casually
cube.
dehydrated.
So how much psychic
Instead of
damage
the
did you deal
Klondike bar,
though?
it's an angel in a cube.
Cubic angel.
Angel in a cube.
18.
18.
A biblically accurate cubic angel, thank you.
Pretty accurate. Biblically accurate cubic angel. 18 will have to 9 from the save. Still, though, 9 points of psychic damage. Hasdiel really starting to look bad now. He's not having a funky,
Really
fresh time
has
here,
been
gang.
DL.
That will make
Stop.
Puss in Boots'
I
turn.
won't. Alrighty. So this guy is still up, eh?
Still here.
Non-lethal damage. Can your gun work on people who are unconscious?
I will say you would not have proficiency. Only Megamind really has the proficiency and bonuses.
No, I'm
needed for
asking
his
if
guns.
he goes down there, are we even able to ice cube him?
I mean, he might just poof if we knock him out.
That's
Not
true.
sure yet.
I'll
Not
keep
sure.
him entertained.
I will say Jim had that insight of whatever Jim did was very bad, but it's hard to tell what, if anything, is now the like vibe.
If that's the, if we're thinking of ice cubing him, I want to see if there's a spell I could do to just distract him.
I don't think you have one though.
Know that I have the gun or what it does.
That's true. So I should just attack him. All right, he's getting bonked.
Non-lethal, of course.
Non-lethal
I'm
bonking.
lethal to try and wrap him up in
Bonk
rope.
him.
Bonk him.
That's 21,
21 will hit. Love to see it.
16.
16 piercing.
Not using a smite because I want to save my level 2 spells just in case.
16.
Stab him right in the foot.
In the foot.
On your first attack, he's looking horrifyingly bloodied and injured.
He's horrifyingly wounded.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
Slight wing.
Do you want to do your second attack now?
Get him with the
Yes,
blood damage.
non-lethal.
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 Roll your second attack.
24.
24 hits.
And non-lethal, 13 points.
An additional 13 points.
Yo, non-lethal.
Hasdiel the Angel is looking very, very, very bloodied. Almost on that precipice of death's door. As Jim Lake Jr.,
Knock him out.
that's your turn.
Knock him out.
I'm gonna do a bonk.
Do a bonk. I will say, yeah, your movement can easily get you advantage to help flank with Puss in Boots. Because
I
this
will do
dude
that.
was engaged in combat with Puss in Boots up until about 2 seconds ago. So go ahead,
In the noggin.
roll with advantage, non-lethal.
Good thing I had advantage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, with a 12.
An 18 hit.
And 18 hits exactly.
Fantastic. Let's do some non-lethal bonkage. 16.
16 points. As the angel is a whisper away from going down, Jim.
Whisper at him.
He is up
That's my second attack. I will whisper.
Second attack, whisper at him. On a scale of 1 to 10, he's about a 2 in terms of like how much he could withstand. Like, it's bad.
So you just gotta hit him.
Just slap him.
All right.
Slap
Yeah.
him.
Roll with
Slap him
advantage.
across the face.
You can make it non-lethal again to just knock him out.
Slap him.
I would like to do that.
My gosh.
That already hit.
23 already.
23.
On 10 points of damage. Jim, how do you want to knock out this angel?
I just want to look him in the face with just the seriously face and just smack him with the hilt of my sword.
As the angel, bloodied and dazed, thankfully you are not stabbing, as Jim, just with the blunt head, knocking in, Hasdiel goes down hard. And you are all out of initiative.
Woo!
Holy crap.
I love that it's we have to call off a minion for the escape route. Oh.
Immediately as we're coming out of, I know, Megamind, what did you want to try, either with the dehydration gun or other ways to bind this angel?
We do not know of any spells or anything currently at our levels that is capable of binding an angel to Earth.
As far as you know, yeah.
As far as we know. So I'm just gonna point and dehydrate.
Point and dehydrate.
Wait, before you do that, can I scan him into my watch?
Ooh! Yes, you may, Jim. So, Jim, you knock him out, scan Hasdiel. Yeah, I think everyone does a quick scan.
It was like, good idea.
You scan in this angel, who then is going to have to make, it is a flat roll because advantage because he's unconscious, or disadvantage because of conscious, advantage because he does have that magic resistances. He can have
so
magic.
Just flat?
It's a flat Constitution roll, or saving throw, I should say.
Negative bardic?
Keep it.
Cool.
I rolled a 4 for a total of 8. Megamind, you are looking at a small little blue cube that was once a fully conscious angel. As the angel completely dehydrates in, you will notice that, unlike all of your victims, an item doesn't dehydrate with him. The angel's sword falls to the ground.
The raccoon steals it.
No.
No, bad raccoon.
I immediately just I need to swab it for DNA.
Swab for DNA. I like it.
I want to kind of just get some prints and DNA off of it and try and put it into that little scanning machine to.
Yeah.
Too bad I rolled 24 in spite of hand.
I will say,
No.
RJ Megamind did already grab it though.
I know, it's okay. It's okay.
You're good. As
I have a compulsion to steal angels' weapons. It happened to me.
Oh, you're right. It was on your character sheet. It's just, session 1. You never think you would use it. No worries though. As yes, all of you looking at this Megamind, go ahead though. Give me. We're gonna call this an Arcana check for now. Just as using the proper stuff, you lift up the sword, kind of again using gloves, different cloth. Scan for prints, DNA, and the like.
14.
A 14.
So go up +4.
Megamind, you are looking at a very strange bit of information. Your computer doesn't like it. As this creature, from what you're kind of starting this initial investigative process, is not human, but it's also not anything your database has, as this is a angel, right? I mean, and you're kind of having to fill in the gaps for the computer of label this as angel, label it as a heavenly being, like kind of having to manually do a lot of this work. On a 14, it's not coming up with any of the proper go-aheads.
Dang it.
You'll probably have to, like, spend another, like, day or so, like, some other chance you get to really, like, heavy lift into this to get an idea of what it could do. I will say, though, 14 is enough of, like, you no longer have to worry about, like, ruining the prints. You do have all of that catalog of, like, prints and DNA. As you guys have the cube of the angel, what would the party like to do now?
I'm gonna, like, eyes on RJ, hand this sword in the direction of Jim.
Hand the sword to... Oh, Jim. Interesting.
Depending on how big it is.
This is a... With his... Jim, this is a longsword.
Okay, I was gonna ask Puss in Boots, like, because I think one of us paladins should probably wield this sword.
Can
I mean,
you
I
carry
But
it?
if you are partial to it, then you're welcome to have it.
Can you carry it?
Can Puss in Boots carry a longsword? Yeah, I think you can. That should be one of the...
What made you think I can't? And he's like 3 feet
you're
tall.
so small.
It's
I
a
can carry a
versatile...
long sword.
You're
I will tell you this, Puss in Boots. Based on your size, you're going to always have to two-hand this. Therefore, it is strength-based because it is not a finesse weapon.
Not for me. My strength is 12.
Okay.
My dexterity is 20.
Oh no, I guess the raccoon has to use the longsword.
No.
This, like...
I would love to wield this long sword, thank you very much.
Your sword gives you plus 10 to hit.
This is
Why
true.
would you ever want this one?
How much does this one have to hit?
It's kind of unclear. Like, right now, does anyone have either, like, identify spells or stuff? Megamind's checking that.
new.
No.
I don't have identify.
Yeah, it's gonna be, for the time being, if, Jim Lake Jr., if you want to, like, equip it, you can just put in your notes, this is an angel's longsword. And, in terms of that, then, it is, like, obviously, I mean, and Mega Mind kind of does, it's definitely magical,
Yes.
to some extent. It's, though, like, it's, time will tell what it can do.
Cool. I'll just hang on to it for now.
That resolves a bit of the matter, Sword. What do you guys want to do to resolve the matter of the Angel Cube?
Well,
We could continuously rehydrate it and then hydrate it as like a really awful form of waterboarding.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Whoa!
we can just put it in
Let's
a brick and toss it in the middle of the ocean, and when he reconstitutes, he will be crushed.
Yeah, both of those are very dark.
But we can do that later if
Later.
it doesn't answer any questions.
Yes, because my thought was like, oh, I thought you wanted to investigate him, not torture the dude.
But we, at least for now, we need to head off to what we were planning to do. We can reconstitute him at any time. He will still be unconscious. And then we can tie him up and ask him questions. But in the meantime, we need to leave because Angel Boy who ran away, little coward pants, I didn't care what his name was, but he seemed to, he might come back with friends.
Puss in Boots, can you make me a quick wisdom saving throw?
Absolutely. Why do you ask?
No reason.
No reason at all. Just felt like it.
Panic!
I just kind of felt it, you know? It felt right in the moment.
17.
17. Okay. I need
I don't
to
know.
check
Sorry,
something
wait.
on a 17. You're good. I just realized I can't remember what happens on the... Okay. That is all that happens.
Okay.
What is that?
I had to recheck the wording of the spell, and I'm like, so technically something has happened.
But also,
Cool.
when I did the scanning thing the first time, I scanned for demons, and there was a demon within a mile of us. So
Yes.
that also might be a thing that we need to run away from.
Yeah. Okay, I have two things then.
Mhm.
Well, thing one is to send my chickens back to New York City, because I know that we're doing that, so I want to make sure that they go.
Yes.
Oh yeah, me too.
Because Minion was also, it sounds like, going along of like,
Yeah.
because Minion is doing the heavy lifting. So yeah, for sure, Jim Lake Jr. helping
So
with
like,
that.
now that we're not
Cool.
in immediate danger, I like tell him, hey, no rush now, but like same kind of things.
Yes.
Go and build a fortified mechanical. You know how to do all of this
Yeah.
base.
Kind of the lair or the guild hall you guys commissioned, like go vamp it up.
And just build
yes.
fortification in the city. Yeah.
Jim Lake Jr. Yes. What was your second thing though?
My second thing was I want a divine sense again, just to
Excellent.
make sure that we are safe.
Get some of the chickens to do that.
Excellent. You will divine sense.
Yeah.
Strong presence. Jim. Wow, that is divine sense is really good. There is a celestial presence, not as big as the one, like it's not like an angel. I would have like told you like, oh, there's something big that just came back, but there is something right behind all of you, a small celestial presence that is kind of like 5 feet right behind your heads.
Again?
Even me with my ring of mind shielding?
Mm-hmm.
Like all four of us have something behind our heads.
No. Just Puss in Boots, but it's behind you all as a group, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm-
That's very different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna point my sword at it and say, seriously?
Bad dog.
Who are you? What this time?
You do so.
Stab it.
Nothing happens for a couple seconds. As, Jim, you do say this, and eventually, whatever it was disappears.
Okay.
Was it a spying spell?
I don't know.
It probably was.
Could have been like something to scry on. Could have been. If you want to metagame, I'll allow. Puss in Boots made the wisdom save, failed. Something scried. Well, and I had to check too because I couldn't figure out if you had succeeded or not, so I was looking that up too.
'Cause I definitely knew that, like, as soon as you were like, oh, there's a little floaty thing, it's like, that's the scrying spell, but
Yeah.
I would just think of it as Megamind, of like, oh, somebody is spying on us.
Again? Freaking again?
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, they're not anymore, so.
Well, they'll be back. So that's why we need to go and get that medallion so that they can't do that, and so that we're not hunted because of the thing on your neck, and
Hey, I'm just saying I can't be scried on because of my ring, so if you give me all of your really valuable items, no one will know where they're at.
This constant, like, give me
Okay.
things.
You know
Alright,
that
I'm good.
It's
cat
true, though.
the cats give when they really are peeved with the person and there's like a tiny little mohawk on their heads and on their back just was like, Scores, and I will give you my mother's credit card information as well. What do you take me for?
No, it's like legit. Like I stole it from the wizard dude.
yes.
Yes.
Well, I'm at it. Let me give you my bank account password.
I mean, I can use it.
I'll use the funny 3 digits on the back.
I'm also gonna tell Minion, don't let any chicken be a bad guy. Like us.
Yes.
We're
Don't
gonna
let
be
that chicken-
good guys now.
As Minion just
Okay.
takes that. Yes, it sounds like Minion and the chickens are trying
At
to
least
prep
my
and get ready.
chickens.
At least your chickens. Yes, RJ.
I would like to give 10,000 gold to my chickens and tell them to level up as much as they can.
Yes, because and that is something I had marked down from last time too. Of like, hey, take a personal month or so and just like work out, like get ready. Yes, RJ, your chickens are indeed going to do that and start beefing up on their own time. Keep like turning it on and be like, oh no, it's cool, and then turn it off and like, oh no, it's not. As your chickens clucking goodbye to you all, each of you meeting with your friends who have helped you very much through the way since you released them from prison, helping create a new city, the penny heists and all of the fun stuff you guys have accomplished. You will see them again, you know, but as on the road southward, the Chickenborn ride off on their various mastiffs and wagons. Minion at the head of that, waving goodbye. Minion calls out, "I'll be the best good guy, Master! Don't worry! Everything's gonna be A-okay!"
Oh, wait. Some money for him? Just invention fund.
You give a grant to Minion for an invention fund.
Let's see what you can build, Minion.
Text me how much you want to give him, yeah. And so Minion just like, "You got it, sir. We are gonna make the best good, evil, good lair I can."
Make the city the lair.
Make the city the lair.
Gag. Good, evil, good.
Good, evil,
Gag.
good. Gag.
They're good at
It's an
they're
anagram
good gags.
for egg.
Gag.
Giggle.
It's an evil, good. As the Chickenborn and Minion will leave, you guys are left still with steeds, of course. Like RJ and Puss in Boots, you still have mastiffs that you can use. Jim Lake Jr. and Megamind, you have access to
I have my car.
the invisible car.
Can I ride in the car actually with me and my dog?
Here's I was ready for this the second you said you want to play Megamind. Here's what I'll ask, Megamind. Go ahead and give me one last I'm gonna call this a performance check, but it's that like fixing up your vehicle. Like getting it kinda like ready. Because last you had it, it was that like you locked it, abandoned it, and it will need some just quick maintenance.
Ooh, can I give him help because I do car stuff?
Yeah, because Jim knows cars. Perfect, yeah. Do it with advantage.
Jim no cars? He built the Vespa from scratch.
I mean, that's...
What check was it?
We're calling it a performance check.
Oh. Okay.
No more.
Well. That's a 28.
28.
Did somebody want to do a bless or a guidance?
I can give a guidance.
Guidance. Puss in Boots, do you want to give... well, because Bless one's not because it's a ability check, not a... So yeah, Guidance goes in.
That's plus 4 more, so that's
32.
Weak saw.
I think it's very much... especially for Megamind, it's such a call to home. And for Jim Lake Jr., what a blast from the past to get to work on a car, right? On a 32...
What song? You should Megamind.
What song is playing as we unveil
Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell? It's got to be AC/DC. It's a road trip.
Because we're going straight to metaphorical hell.
Straight to the metaphorical hell. Highway to Hell plays as
Canada.
the invisible car has been revamped and restored on the 32. No one will see it, of course, but it's got flame decal, thin ride, very Ferrari, like low ride kind of top, as it can fit up to 4 humanoid creatures. So easily, Megamind and Jim in the front seat, and Puss in Boots RJ, you have then, like, as small creatures, you can go anywhere in the car. Technically...
Dogs be in the car?
And the dogs in the car, yes, because they're small as well, the Mastiffs. So you guys have a tricked out ride. It's got pretty fun stats. It's an 18 on strength. Dexterity is based on whoever's driving, and Constitution of 14, with a Intelligence, Wisdom, Charisma, all of 2. Because it's a car. It's not really sentient. Its sentience comes from its technology, if we're being honest.
I definitely made it so that if I don't remember where I parked,
Yes.
I have like an Apple like
find my vehicle.
Find
I
my
think
vehicle.
you and Jim, that's really what the 32 is. You and Jim Lake Jr. just spent like a good half hour of like, okay, we gotta make sure
Apple
this
tag.
works. Can you take the Apple tag, just walk 30 feet away, and I'll click it, and like just beeping and testing out this.
I'm like, I want to make the range for it at least far enough so that I can like.
It's a Walmart parking lot range, a good 120 feet of like, click right, look around. I will also say, it's resistant to non-magical damage, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. Immune to psychic, being a construct. It cannot be blinded, charmed, deafened, exhausted, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, or poisoned. Technically, it can be prone. It can flip. Something can hit it. Doesn't have any other senses or languages. You can add, if you have proficiency with land vehicles, you can add that also on top of the stats with this. And as its actions, the invisible car can take an action to become invisible, obviously. And I should say, this is greater invisibility. That's what's really nice about this car, is attacks do not unload its invisibility. And you can stop any time. And it has what I'm calling trample, where its attack bonus is equal to, again, the dex score of whoever's driving. So it's plus, and it's 2d10 bludgeoning damage to hit him with your car.
He's literally just a man.
He's just a man. Hit him with your car.
car.
Of course, the car can trample charge. If you move at least 30 feet towards the target, you can also make an additional trample. So it's like hitting it with is good, but if it's at least 30 feet, you can ba-bump, ba-bump, right? Hit it twice. As the invisible car pulls out, you guys are ready for
I want to make a pit stop.
Pit stop. Ooh, interesting. Before we hit the road.
I want to stop by kind of where Roxanne Ritchie said her base was, and I'm just gonna like pass a note being like, hey, in basically Titan's Tower, he had his broadcast system, so you can basically take back the city, make it better than it was, and kind of have a broadcast system to kind of get things back to the way they were, if not better. With like democracy and stuff. I'm just like, hey, I know you can make the city better than it was.
So passing off a note to Roxanne before you leave, here's what I would ask actually before or while you guys are going. You're not stopping in person, it sounds like. You just want to give a note. You can drive. Here's what I'll ask. Who wants to drive the car?
Obviously me.
I was gonna say, if in emergency, it should either be Megamind or me because I have a 20 dex.
To you.
I will say, because RJ and Puss in Boots have really high dex. Jim, unfortunately, you only have a +1.
Yeah, I really don't, and I'm not sure I can legally drive, so...
Yeah, it's not like, hey, wait a second, I never finished driver's ed, I don't think this is legal for me.
I don't think I ever got my license.
Because I will say, what makes it really fun, Puss in Boots and RJ, you both would need to be in the driver's seat to drive the car, unless heavy modifications.
Yeah, one of you would have to...
All you need to know, Puss, is you push down the one on the right, and you just push it all the way down.
That is not how it goes.
That's not what
I have
happened.
worked a horseless carriage before.
What? When?
Wait, wasn't there the one scene in Trick 3 where the onion is self-powered?
I do not think so. That would have been a
Was
wild...
Yeah, alternate universe.
I don't think...
You're gonna
Wait,
have to go back.
Like an alternate
Was I imagining
timeline.
that?
does Puss in Boots
Drive a vehicle.
drive a car? Wait a second, that's a... Puss in Boots Shrek 3... Inconclusive on a quick preliminary check. We'll have to look it up. I don't think so.
Just gotta
Okay.
rewatch it.
We'll have to
I'll
just
just
rewatch
have to
it, of course.
rewatch it.
So Megamind,
Oh,
you'll
okay.
take primary driver. Puss in Boots, RJ, you guys can be that like secondary, just because you both have the higher dexes. Megamind, as the invisible car pulls out, how do you want to leave the note? Do you want to just like throw it off out the window as you pass, or would you like drive up and hope to catch someone on the road?
I mean, I'd probably step out and be like, note for Roxanne. So, like,
Yes.
even if there's just, like, one of the goons who we saw there, just be like, hey, important information.
As you do so...
Oh, I'll probably also be like, hell is released, all this other stuff, but we're taking care of that. Just like, this is a dangerous area, we're making a safe haven here.
Yeah.
Just like all the need-to-know information.
Megamind, you pull up the car. Immediate surprise condition as these two guards on the outside of this kind of rundown building, shocked to see you step out of seemingly nowhere, both immediately level guns at you. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check to pass off the note.
It was a 13.
A roll.
13 net plus persuasion? So dirty 20.
A dirty 20. One of these guards steps forward. You see this guy, like, very suspicious, but you get the feeling of, like, what harm
I
could a
just,
note
like,
do?
Unwrap it. It's just a piece of paper.
He takes it. He doesn't
We're
read
leaving
it.
the city.
That'd be for the best. We're trying to make some big changes around here.
That'll help.
He kind of puts the note in his pocket.
Basically, it explains Titan's broadcast system in his house, how to work it, how to...
Alright. You
Goodbye.
can head on out now. You've done enough.
Give that to Roxanne.
As you think, though, he will give it. It's just that, like, he puts it away.
We're gonna go destroy the new Titan.
As Megamind hopping in the car. All of you kind of watching this slightly awkward interaction from the invisible car.
I kind of want to scream at them. It's like, it's technically the end of days, you know, and just...
It's the end of days! What
It
the?
says that on the note.
Yeah. You guys heading onto the open road for
I got snacks! And it's like chips, jerky, a couple sodas.
Here's what's really fun. The invisible car is a solid vehicle to have because you can become invisible. There's not a lot that can find you in an invisible car.
We're not getting pulled over tonight.
Not getting pulled over tonight, boys. So here's what I do have to check.
No.
Drive home to
No.
Los Angeles. Because you guys are doing a cross-country road trip, at most, we're talking a 41-hour straight. I will say you're gonna need to include 8-hour nighttime.
Yep. There's gonna be breaks. There's gonna be...
I'm nocturnal, so I can drive at night.
Actually, that's true. Between Jim and RJ, you could drive through the night.
Yeah.
I'd allow that.
I would definitely teach Jim how to
Like,
drive.
actually, so,
You get your
Jim,
driver's ed hours
RJ,
in.
Puss in Boots, you all get crash courses in driving so that you guys can take proverbial, crash courses and watches.
RJ, take
Just
the
like,
wheel.
Wake me up if
Take
we're
it
going
from
through a big
the-
city.
But yeah.
RJ, take the wheel. Yeah, that's a Christian song, right? I believe it.
Oh my god. OJ,
This
take
is,
the wheel.
quick question about this invisible car. Does it have tinted windows, or do I need to just, like, bathe in sunblock?
It does have tinted windows.
Fantastic.
It's a really nice car. So yeah, Jim, when you're not driving, you can be chilling in the back seat. You're no worry about the sun.
Great.
Yeah, really, the brakes are just like food, pit stops, of course. Like, you gotta have gas.
Yeah.
And while there's not a ton of, like, here's the word I'm gonna say. Magic and technology are very strange right now in America as we know it in our world, but there are enough cities that you are able to road trip. It's also way less traffic than you would expect. So really what we're looking at here, Megamind, is with stops, this is a 2 full day journey.
I would also... How often can you do Divine Sense?
Divine Sense is based on
I can
what's it
help with
called?
Divine Sense.
I think I can do it 5 times per long rest.
So, I feel like... And how long does it last?
It's a 6 second. It's like a bamf, but you get 60 feet around the car.
Okay, because every chance that we get, we're gonna Divine Sense, kind of like alternate. Every like, hour.
So do you also have Divine Sense?
Yeah, Puss has Divine Sense
I got
too.
Divine Sense.
So if you can both, like,
Cool.
pop one off every 6 hours.
Yeah, pop another one.
And then, like, sometimes...
If we
every 30
alternated,
minutes.
that's 10 uses. So we could do one every hour for about 10 hours.
And then sometimes twice an hour if we're doing, like, 8 hours, and then... Or, while somebody is long resting,
Yes.
have the
Yeah,
next
just
person
one every 2 hours.
covering. Yeah.
I'll allow it.
So that we don't have, like, any moment that we're not double-checking that we're being spied on. As well as, like, every so often hitting that demons/apocalypse scanner.
Yeah, it's a very careful. I will let you know. It's a very smart constant divine. Using some of the scanners, you guys will be able to make the drive very much unencumbered from any, and I truly mean any encounters. You have an invisible car. Yes, it's gas and go.
Gas, gas,
Gas, I wanna step on the gas. Sit down and turn the light on. What I would ask then for you guys though is that pretty much covers it. You guys, wow, it's a solid plan, gang. Well done. I am gonna make a roll though because there will be something happening about halfway through the first day during the day. Let's see who's driving. I'm just gonna roll a d4 because it's very much that like it could be anyone. 1, 2. Interesting. This will happen. Jim Lake Jr., you are driving. I think Megamind, I'll probably say Megamind, you're probably in the passenger seat because this is weird flavor as like, hey Jim, here's your crash course in driving. Let's and actually, just because, like, it's very sappy and kind of that fun, Jim, it is odd to have a mentor figure teach you to drive. That's definitely something, I don't think you've ever expected to have that, like, an adult figure teach me how to drive. Like, it should have been, like, maybe your mom or when she had time.
Right.
But this is a odd formative memory now of...
And we're both blue.
These two blue dudes. Both blue.
The blue man group.
The blue man group.
Blue man.
As Jim, you get a driving lesson, right? And it's very easy when a lot of it is just like, well, now you just keep your speed and drive, right? Like, it kind of it, right? Jim, as you are driving, however... I would like you to make me a perception check as the driver. As, it's kind of that, like, let's check our mirrors. Let's do this.
Oh, that's really bad. That was a 5.
5. After a moment, again, the party is in and out. Like, Jim and Puss in Boots and RJ, just, like, napping, working on your own little side project, just like kind of resting. Eventually, Jim, you don't know how long this person has been in the car, but sitting directly behind you is a man with long white braided hair, marble eyes. He is wearing not full armor, but you think like that half plate with like some other like battlement, no weapon, but you see the man is just simply sitting there and watching you.
Hey!
Hello.
As
How'd you get in here?
all of you
I've
will
been
now
here.
be able to see this dude. As Megamind, I've
I'm
been
just
here.
like staring at the window. I've been here.
I've been here. Who are you?
talking?
As all of you, full surprise, you just that jump scare of like, there's a dude in the car now.
Hey, do you want to like slow down and pull to the side of the road?
How do I do that?
Okay, just slowly start braking and I'll guide us.
Make
Let
me a
off the
dex
gas.
saving throw.
No! He's been doing so good driving-wise.
Oh, that was a bad one.
Oh no!
Can I?
It's
give
not
a
gonna
half
ruin the
action?
car.
Can I like bark
No.
it?
It's not gonna ruin the car. I promise I'm not gonna like, it's suddenly you're all dead. Like, Jim pulls a Huey going 80 down the freeway. But the tires burn out really badly, Jim. Scraping to a halt. I will actually say all of you will just have like 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you hit the car hard. Everyone's awake now. As Jim, here, dude in the car, pull over, boom, and just suddenly braking.
We'll teach you about stopping.
Sorry.
You see though that the man sitting in the car is not injured and simply is waiting.
Is bad guy?
Can we help you?
He's back?
I think you may.
What's your deal?
My name is Balthazar.
Alphazar.
I
Okay.
believe you have one of my subordinates from my garrison in your bags.
Oh shoot! Are you
As-
his boss?
This is, and I promise it's going to get so confusing, the terminology. This is not an angel, but this is an archangel, which is technically just the next step up.
Yeah.
Because technically what we think of archangels are seraph, like is the
Yeah,
official
no,
title.
the
But this is a archangel.
This is their regional
This is the
manager?
next. This is
Or just the manager?
very much regional manager vibe. Or maybe a better term is like, think like a team supervisor. There is technically someone above him that's a manager, but this is a team supervisor whose name is Balthazar. Just, I believe you have my subordinates in one of your bags.
Yes, excuse me. I'd like to file a complaint about a certain group of guardian angels being very bad at guarding the people they were supposed to guard.
Yes.
In fact, could I speak with your manager about this?
I think he is the manager.
You think he doesn't laugh like you think, but in that very like throat chuckle of like, I apologize for my garrison. I gave them the instructions to watch you and to see if you had any meetings with Uriel, our head seraph. I was not aware of their actions taken. I apologize. I hope none of you were severely injured. And you
I
see,
almost died once or twice. So,
Almost.
yeah, no biggie.
Almost.
he goes, we are powerful, but I am thankful that our chosen champions and are such powerful warriors. And of course, RJ, you shouldn't want to meet with the Principality of the Americas. He is a very short-tempered man.
I can just like reach in my
I will
pocket.
resist going full Karen on this man.
I was about to say RJ is the ultimate.
Metatron is a very dangerous angel, and that is why I'm here instead.
Wait, is Megatron a Transformer?
What?
Metatron, Metratron.
Wait, a
It's
tail?
Metatron.
Megatron!
Megatron!
Autobots roll out!
Auto angels.
Auto angels roll out.
Roll out.
But you see, as
Do the
Balthazar-
Autobots have an auto angel?
Balthazar just says, I would love to discuss the release of Hasdiel.
Just add water.
Excellent. We were somewhat
hold
aware.
on.
Hold on, we have a bargaining
You
chip.
get him back on the conditions that he's not going to come back and attack us, and neither are any of the rest of your angels, without you taking serious disciplinary action.
Yes, Hasdiel will be taking disciplinary action.
You too.
Okay, thank you.
I do believe that UCL has suffered enough, as he kind of like jokingly
It
like,
seemed like he peed his pants as he flew away.
oh no, that was Caspiel. UCL currently
That was
is
the one.
Oh,
destroyed.
Right.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No worries. James, I don't believe you're very aware of the power your sword holds.
Yeah, we're figuring it out.
Well, it is one of the blades of the Seraph, capable of destroying some of the highest-ranked angels and demons in existence, let alone UCL.
You know!
Seraphs are like the tippity top.
As indeed, Balthazar, give a quick crash course to you, Jim. Your sword, the metal of your sword is one of the purest metals in existence. Even metals like unto it, what we would call nth metal, NTH, they vary in degree. That the most basic form can injure and kill a basic angel. Your sword, as Balthazar will kind of let you know, that sword could injure and quite possibly kill Lucifer himself.
Sweet.
What? I'm not metagaming.
Don't metagame.
I'm not. I'm not.
I see.
I wanna.
Ella just
so
had the
badly.
biggest idea.
Stab the devil.
You can stab the devil with that sword. Certain swords have that insane good metal to them.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, almost like a broken sword of a certain number of princesses
Hey, listen.
that
Yeah, right.
you know,
No, it
it's
deals with
almost
that.
like someone who has cast a guard that got it stolen from them very easily, and then it got
But now
turned
it
over
is
to
back.
evil.
Wow, I love how you're just denying your role in all of this.
I want to say this is my other character real quick. RJ, have you
Rule
ever
of
been made
prison.
into a hat?
Rule of prison. Deny, deny, deny. But as Balthazar kind of explains this, he does say, I can assure you Hasdiel will have severe reprimand. I simply then will do what they should have done and ask very sincerely, have any of you had contact with the seraphim known as Uriel?
No.
Why?
Wasn't that the guy
Oh.
we blew up?
No, UCL.
These names
Oh.
are so confusing.
Uriel is one
You ever thought
of
of Dave?
the
Dave
seven.
feels like a strong name.
I hate that.
Uriel is
Dave.
one of the seven
Sorry.
He both
Seraph
means school.
who, to put it very simply, has gone missing. We are simply very concerned what could have happened to him and are desperately trying to gauge his whereabouts, and so we have decided to ask the Chosen if they had heard from Uriel, rumors of a powerful being, and you see he'll actually give what the other angels did, and he'll say, any signs and wonders are very common that precede the Seraphim, meteor showers, minor miracles.
I haven't
Okay,
seen
okay,
any of those
Dan.
lately.
Yeah.
Uriel is different from Gabriel. Is Gabriel the one we were talking to?
Yeah, Gabriel, that's his brother.
So these angels that attacked us, they asked for Gabriel, though.
Exactly. I was being very careful with that. He is saying Uriel now,
Yeah.
not
We
Gabriel.
have not seen Uriel at all. What should we do if we find him?
You
Kill
see,
him. We can kill him.
Jim, as you say that, you get the insight that he knows that you have told the truth. As again, that very angelic, he's got that kind of passive trait of like, he'll know if it's a lie. Not to the extent, but as you say that, Jim, Balthazar will just simply say, thank you. And yes, Jim, what else did you want to ask, though?
What should we do if we find him?
Simply, if you could pray out to your guardian angel. You should know names. Caspiel still exists. And of course, Hasdiel will. You may, of course...
I don't want
A
them.
new one.
Can we get new ones?
I have a question,
Trade
sir.
with someone?
You see, Balthazar kind of... I can look into assigning new angels for you if you so choose.
Because we'd rather not have the ones that tried to stab us.
Not only that, but those angels were pretty weak. I mean, we kind of kicked their butts.
They were just really mean.
How can I
They-
expect an
they
angel
almost
I
killed me
nearly killed
twice.
to
Any
guard me?
questions, sir?
You know?
Yes, Puss.
Why did I not have one?
Because you are under the protection of one of the 4 highest gods.
Understood. Just wanted.
Your guardian angels are supposed to be there in case you need severe assistance. I will gladly look into getting you new guardian angels.
That would be
In the
nice.
meantime, you may pray to me as Balthazar. Basically, it's a religion check. BC goes, if you see Uriel, just let us know.
Or minor miracles.
Or if you hear of his whereabouts, we do worry if he has been taken by darker forces. We simply are
There are a
in
lot
need
of
of
those.
his location. As Balthazar, he'll then kind of hold the Hasdiel cube. I wish you all the best of luck heading into the darkness that now surrounds Arcadia.
Thank you.
You are dealing with one of the more powerful sorceresses that I've ever seen. But
Any advice?
you see Balthazar kind of taken aback. Well,
Does she not like water?
the advice I would give is to understand your enemy. That is what we as Heaven does, is we understand completely and totally our situations. But of course, one would understand that spellcasters are only as good as their stamina. They cannot cast spells forever, even the best of them.
It's very true.
Good to know.
Balthazar then will simply give that last little farewell, as kind of like how Gabriel does, he disappears, so to speak. Just kind of that in 1 second, out the other. You will notice that most angels, the angels you did, had to fly in and out, right? Especially, so there is some sort of ranking, or maybe the word I want to use is elevator, that if an angel needs to and if they have access, they can teleport.
Yes.
But for the most part, they seem very in and out, flyby kind of stuff.
Like the burger. But
Um,
I did post an hierarchy of angels in our little
So then we are not lost.
in the chat, yeah, I can, and I'll help explain in the chats as a whole too. I think that'll help everyone.
but it's a very good diagram.
Oh yeah, I think you got it down to a T there, because the Seraph, Cherub, Throne, and then of course Dominion, Virtue, Powers, Principalities, Archangels, Angels. Yep.
And it has little diagrams of what they
Yeah, the important thing to
really
know,
look like.
kind of what Balthazar was saying. Principalities are they're over continents, kingdoms, big stuff. The powers, of course, the powers differ a little bit in Dreamworks world. They're not technically the same powers. Virtues, of course, associated with the elements. Dominions, dominions, they have the dominions of heaven. Think of it like dominions are on the level of the president of their, plane of existence. And, of course, the cherubim, the highest warriors, and the seraphim, the leaders. As this happens, giving the Hasdiel cube, given that instruction of just add water, would you guys like to discuss this at all as Balthazar leaves? Or is it just that, do we get back on the road?
I'll drive for now. Let's get back going and talk while we drive, but
Okay.
Yeah.
we need to discuss plans on how to keep angels from just
Showing up.
appearing in our car. My car.
Yeah.
Your car.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's much we can do.
We need that amulet.
Gotta get that amulet. Gotta get that
Gotta
amulet.
get that name. Gotta
Get
get
that.
that.
Yeah.
Emily, gotta get
Well,
that.
that's theoretically in the Darklands. Yeah?
Yeah.
We wish for one.
You could wish for them, yeah.
Screw Merlin.
Wish, I mean,
I mean, we could
Don't screw
do
Merlin.
things that we don't know about.
we can definitely use one of his wishes to
Help
wish for
him.
more, but
You could do that, like, if we get Merlin, would he give us then wishes to give us these amulets?
yes,
Yeah,
he
like,
promised us 2 wishes,
Well, I
and if we wished for
The point of getting the amulet was so that we can get the trowel and not immediately have Pitch pounce on us
Yeah.
and take it from us.
but also so that we no longer have people just appearing or hunting us down.
I will say,
What
Jim-
does this amulet do?
as far as you were told, it's an amulet that would give you protection from, like, divination spells as a whole, like scrying to those high degrees of evil and good. Imagine protection from evil and good, but as a greater upcast spell in the form of an amulet, something that's really powerful.
Gabriel basically explained that if we had one of those, we are not being seen by either heaven or hell.
And what I would say, Jim Lake Jr., because we are now heading into Arcadia, give me a history check with advantage.
If we had a duplicate spell.
Do you need a bardic?
Thank you, Doc.
And Megamind will offer you Bardic, it sounds like, if you want one.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Can I give guidance?
Oh,
That
guidance
was
as well.
What do I roll for Bardic?
D8.
And then add a D4.
Great.
So you have a
Wow.
D8, a D4, and advantage.
Alright, that's solid.
So there you
And
are.
a D4. That's 15 plus 12.
27. Yay! As you guys are thinking about these amulets, Jim, maybe it's because you're heading home, but you know a multi-eyed troll with fanaticism for strange objects, amulets, artifacts, and historical value. Blink is straight up, like, if this amulet exists, he's gotta know or have those books to find it.
Yeah.
E to the ha.
Yeah. Let's
That would be a great start. Would I have any idea where he'd be?
As far as you know, they were released from Morgana. Again, she had to make good on that deal. And so, if he was released, it's where do you think he would have gone?
I got sending.
Probably back to Troll Market. Wait, what?
Megamind's got sending if we want to use it.
So you just explain what he looks like and his name, and then I can send him a little thing of like, yo,
No.
this is Jim's
Yeah.
secret code word that makes him believe it's Jim.
I would say, yeah, like, let's craft the message. And also, Jim, how would you describe Blinky?
Oh, he's
ugly mofo.
tall and blue, about your color, also made of stone.
Stone.
He has 4 arms and 8 eyes and a little bit of a dad bod.
That's perfect.
He rocks it. Alright.
You know,
Yeah.
if I had a nickel for every person that described, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot.
But
But
it's
it's weird
weird
that
that
it
it happened
happened
twice. That is a pretty good... I will say, for purposes of sending, that's going to give the description part. You have 25 words, and of course, part of these have to be something, Jim, what would be something that Blinky would immediately know, okay, wait, this has got to be Jim. It's got, like, that proof of, like, only Jim would know this.
Oh, man.
Or Jim and Blinky, I should say.
Call him by his professor name.
That's true. I could address it to Blink Hair.
Ah. So, address it to Mr. Blink Hair. His
Yes.
human alias when he had that weird stint as a human. Wild. That's solid. Jim, I think passively, that's gotta be something. And that's only 2 words. Mr. Blink Hair, right?
Nice. Can you send anything back with sending? Or is
Yeah.
this just a one-way
They
message?
can respond.
No, he can communicate back like
So
25 words.
Oh, nice.
you need proof that it's you, and then a way for us to find him, basically, and then, hey, how you doing, whatever else you want to send.
Yep. You got 25 words, Jim. What are you gonna say? And make mine, you're just scribe. Yes.
I'm coming to Arcadia with friends. Is Troll Market safe? If so, meet us there. If not, tell us where.
Excellent. That's 19 words, and of course,
I rhymed.
you can then finish it off easily, that remaining 6 words. This is Jim, Mr. Blink Hair. Right, that perfect finish off. 25. Excellent sending, Jim.
Thank you.
As Megamind helping scribe, Megamind, you use that magic, send off. You will get back the sending then. Master Jim! Thank all trolldom you're alive. We've taken refuge in Troll Market. Be warned. Dangerous gum-gums patrol the outer borders of Arcadia.
Okay.
Message when close. And unfortunately, that's all he can say. So, Troll Market is safe. They've taken refuge there. But it's that apparently dangerous gum-gums. What Jim can, that passive, big, scary trolls.
Invisible car.
Invisible car. I will say, though, their noses are the thing.
Yeah.
That's where that, like, these are more than just, like, a sight thing. Gum-gums are high perceptive because they... Ooh.
Well, he chat with us, so we're gonna smell like food.
What?
It's, yeah.
Yeah, no, I just love to think that, like, in that moment, Pussy's like,
The what?
oh, the what?
Eat the snacks now. We're gonna aerate the car as we're driving it to get closer.
Oh, but I want to save the jerky for later.
Because Jim and RJ smell like food to Gum-Gums.
Yeah, there's no getting around that.
Jim and RJ?
Or, not Jim, Puss in Boots and RJ. I was looking at wrong person. Yeah, so...
Do we have a scent that is bad? That's really stinky for you, Jim.
Skunk?
Really stinky smell.
Jim, if you want to make me a history check, like, what do trolls not like? Like, what's something that would help? Like, either mask or, like, overcome.
That was an 18.
Yo, that's solid. As you're thinking through, again, it's that, like, okay, most trolls are weak to sunlight. That's always, like, that big weakness. And when starting to then try to, like, piece through, it's like, well, normally trolls, they do well with, like, smelly things.
Right.
And at 18, it would stand to assume powerful enough naturally good smells. Like, think, like, flowers and tree sap and, like, smells of, like, normal nature would be the best. Like, you probably can't, like, there's no, like, how do you undo stinky? You don't. But if you could mask enough of, like, natural scents, that would be something solid.
So, like, prestidigitation of flower smells or just earth?
I'd rather not get sap stuck in my paws, but that tends to happen very easily. When I walk around pine
Fresh, earthy
smells.
smells.
If we can smell like pine trees, that'll help.
Passing through the Rockies, for sure. That, like, let's, like, pine tree, make a pit stop, like, a little bit on the car, a little bit of prestidigitation.
Well, that's a real big lake full of salt. And nothing else to see here, you know. And that's
Canonically, Salt Lake doesn't exist in this world. Da, da, da. Yeah, I will say, though, yes,
Pepper
Jim,
Lake.
with
it's
the 18,
Pepper Lake.
That's a nat 20. Of course it's Pepper Lake, Megamind. Why do you ask? I'm sorry, right when you put food in your mouth. The Great Pepper Lake, it's the oddest lake of all because it's a giant inland lake just full of pepper water. Like, kind of gross, but, like, do with that what you will.
It can add some good stuff to dishes, you know?
Okay, guys, we're gonna scoop some of this, put it in spray bottles, get them in the eyes.
Pepper spray.
Instead of
pepper
grinding
spray, what's
pepper
the-
like
it's
Can I
heathens.
share a small story?
Can
You know
we-
how in cartoons, if you
Yeah.
they'll like blow pepper into people's faces and they'll sneeze?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thought that's how that worked, and so I blew pepper into my little brother's face at one point.
Oh.
I got in a lot of trouble.
No, but I see, though, when you're like, oh, that's a fun cartoon thing. I'll make you sneeze. And suddenly...
said that he
Yes, Puss in
screams
Boots.
So DM, in one campaign, I created the atom bomb. In this campaign, can I please attempt the invention of pepper spray?
You may not. I'm not going to allow you to...
Please!
You're not going to start the cop arms race of DreamWorks, alright?
I already...
Isn't Shrek 2 just grinding pepper into the eyes?
Stop resisting! Stop resisting! Yeah, just...
I already did make the joke of scooping it up in water bottles and spraying it at the bad
spray
guys.
bottles.
What if it was at a higher velocity?
No.
What if it was like
Um,
a fire
As you
hose?
guys travel through, your spell slots come back, of course, for like sending the guide and Spartacus.
Oh, is it
Traveling
long rest?
through, because you can all long rest without concentration checks anymore.
Yes!
As
Wait, what?
the speedrunner party almost died, but resurrected the Sandman, so Pitch can no longer Ulta Nightmare the world.
They didn't do that with our wish trial, did they?
They did no. It's something totally different.
Cool.
They had to
Which-
utilize
should we
high
have
levels of
gotten that
magic.
first Before we went across country?
What?
Hmm?
Should we have gotten the trial before we went across country?
No.
It's more that like triangulation again. Like plus you don't want Pitch to ban flying. And I will say it's now a great calling card for Pitch. You'll know if he's close if you start having to make nightmare checks again. Because again, his big thing was he could, without the Sandman, he had total domination of the dream world and night. Like he could just do what he wished, full nightmares for everyone. Now it's that like Sandman's back and is more powerful than Pitch, to the extent of dreams, I should say, not overall. So it's that like no more nighttime. So full long rest, and you do all level up to level 6.
Yay!
You love to see it, because yes. I'm just so happy. You guys not only... Because there could have been a lot you could have done with the angels. Nothing was better than you guys kidnapping one, killing another, and making the last flee. That's super cool.
I accidentally rolled and got a really high number.
Ooh.
I just got Aura of Protection, mofos.
You've got 2 paladins with auras now.
Hey.
Let's go, Jim!
Dude, your saving throws are about to pop off.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh, it's just an ability you get as a paladin at 6th level. So it's whenever you or a friendly creature within 10 feet has to make a saving throw,
And
you get a bonus to the saving throw.
if you guys are within
equal to
10 feet of each
charisma.
other, you guys all have a +7 due to a 4 to 3 for that charisma.
I
Love
also
the
just
part.
got 2 really nice abilities.
Oh yeah, because level 6 bards get some crazy shit.
Yeah.
So people get a +3 from Poos.
I have
and plus
counter
4
charm, which
Oh.
keeps us from being charmed.
I love
And
counter charm as a bard.
Additional magical secrets, which gives me 2 spells from any
Any
class.
class. Oh,
Any
you love
class.
it. You love it. Here's what I will say. Because we're getting pretty close to the end of this session where we're going to pause tonight. Where we will pause is this. You guys have, of course, leveled up, taken that long rest as you cross-country drive. You are approaching now Arcadia. Jim, you can let everyone know you are about 3 hours from the border by car, right? So if we're talking, that's like almost 200 miles away from Arcadia. Now would probably be the time, like Blinky was saying, of, like, now that you're close, message again, like, send another message to him.
I start putting sap in my paws in between the beans.
Doing the prestidigitation,
Mm-hmm.
get the hints.
Yep.
Trolls.
Jim, what would you like to send off to Blinky now that you guys are close to Arcadia?
If I say 200 miles out, I think the only way I know how to get into Troll Market is under the bridge.
Yeah.
So I'll say meet at the bridge in how long will that take us to get there? 4 hours?
About 4 hours, because 3 hours in and then the hour through Arcadia, the downtown to get there, so about 4 hours, so.
4 hours. How many are with us? How many dogs do we have with us?
2 dogs.
Oh,
2 dogs?
They're the metal dogs.
Okay,
Oh yeah, and the 3 metal dogs. They're more in that like trunk suitcase style right now because they're bigger. Yeah.
Okay, party of 4 plus dogs.
a woof. As
Be
we
careful. I think that's it.
That's a solid. Yeah. You send this off. Mega
Oh,
Man
and then to blink hair from Jim.
to Mr. Blinkhair from yes, very. I was gonna like make sure that tacked on anyway, but smart to remember. As sending off, here is the sending you'll receive. Excellent. More allies and a snack. How thoughtful.
Oops.
Yeah. As he heard dogs went, oh, how nice of you, Master Jim. Here's what the rest of the message
can
says.
keep my dog a little closer.
As stealthily or quickly as you can, Morgana's eye watches all. At the bridge, understood, Master Jim. Finishing off that 25. So yes, in 4 hours, try to be at the bridge in that suburb of Arcadia. Here's now where we have to make a Box of Doom roll.
Hey, if
Oh,
she's
fetch.
listening already, can I just talk shit about her?
Right. Here's what's going to happen, because you have, of course, with Jim's successful roll, you know to make the car something that smells more natural. You know to try to go fast or stealthily, right? I mean, and stealth is covered by the invisibility, but it's a Box of Doom roll because the Gum-Gums that patrol are still very, very good at finding, heroes, for lack of a better word. So here we go. Let me pull up. Oh man, it's been forever since I've looked at my Gum-Gum stats. These are so fun. Here's my Gum-Gum trolls. And this is a... Alright. Gonna make his check. Yes, advantage on perception checks. The DC you guys have created is a DC 20. Yes.
Would a pass without trace help?
Pass without trace would make it a DC 30.
I like that.
Could-
I like that.
Because we got a guy who can use it.
I have passed without a trace, so you don't really need to take that if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what I was saying.
I see.
I saw it on here, and I was like, that would be
Got
good.
it. So it's not like... So if RJ does pass without trace, it's a DC 30, which makes this really doable.
That's really good.
As, because
Pretty decent, they say.
pretty decent. The Gum-Gums have... Because they have advantage because it's a smell thing. They're constantly just sniffing. It's a DC 30, though. Gum-Gums have a plus 13 to their perception checks.
That's
And they are
disgusting.
actively making it. So, on a 17 or higher, your scent will be found. And you'll know if they find your scent. I'm going to now roll in the Box of Doom. Here comes the first roll. First roll's a 4.
Okay.
Just don't want a 17 or higher.
Everyone
That is a
dies.
14. As very carefully, I think it's very much as Megamind. I would say Megamind probably driving because it's that like in case stuff goes down. Pulling into Arcadia,
There's so many spells.
all of you would naturally be like, again, Pass Without Trace is up. You guys are waiting like, okay, we were warned of these Gum-Gums, these dark trolls. And I think especially for Jim, you're having trouble seeing them because at first it's like, they're larger creatures. It's not like they can hide easily, right? And also, It's daytime right now, so I think we're okay. But as Jim, you'll realize the tint of the windows is a bit of a facade for you. If you roll down the window, you will realize the lands are in constant darkness here.
Yep.
But even with constant darkness, you're not seeing Gum-Gums at first. But Jim, after the third overpass, which you don't remember, that because you've driven, there was a field trip or two, or your mom taking you out of the city for a trip. You're passing underneath this larger bridge, and you're not remembering it being here. All of you pass a perception easy because they're not stealthing. A troll the size of a double large building standing over the road. As darkness obscuring its upper half, these are not overpasses you're driving underneath, these are Gum-Gums.
Well, that's way bigger than I thought.
Yeah, these are some of the largest Gum-Gums ever created and released by Morgana. Megamind driving in to the bridge. Jim, you can easily give directions. Puss in Boots and RJ, I'll totally allow held actions just in case stuff goes down. As you get close, here's where I will simply say, getting close to the bridge, you will all see that standing between what Jim will point out as the underpass, where in about a minute there should be an opening to Troll Market. Between you and this underpass, about 400 feet of multiple encampments of Gum-Gums. Dark trolls. This is where we're going to end tonight's session, as you either have to slam your way through these encampments or somehow sneak through. But we will see that next time. Thank you all so very much.
Well,